It's Mad G, making moves, flipping real estate. We building wealth, get your minds right and elevate. Yo, it's the mortgage king, we do it truly, bro. Dropping gems like a thief up in the jewelry cell. Wealth building equity in real estate, the mission. Collaboration is greater than competition.
We're from Seattle. So I was.
Y'all flew all the way out here for this?
Yes, we did.
That's dope.
Yes,
so
we
tell
did.
me, all the way from Seattle, I need to know.
It's not far from here. It's not all the way.
It's all the way from me.
Right.
All right? So tell me about the seminar. What did you think?
It was awesome.
Okay.
It was awesome.
Worth the money?
Oh, yeah.
Any upselling?
No. Not at all.
Not at all, right?
Not at all.
So did you learn a lot?
I learned tremendous.
All right.
Yes.
So that's good. So tell me, what's your question?
My question is, in my city, they have this program. I'm trying to buy my first house.
Okay.
So they have a program where they'll pay for my down payment and my closing costs, $108,000, I think. You have to pay it back after 30 years if you refinance or sell the house.
Okay.
Is that a good program? If I'm trying to invest. Because I really would like a multi-family.
What's the stipulation? How long do you have to live in the property?
You don't, a year.
A year.
There's no, I don't have to stay there the whole time.
So you just got to make sure, since they're telling you have to pay back money if you refi and sell, you just got to make sure that first property is right, that you're going to hold on. Because you don't want to pay back the money.
Exactly.
You want it to be forgiven.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
so just make sure you buy that one smart,
Right.
but it's a tool.
Yeah.
Everything's a tool. Why not? If you can get a house 100% financing because of down payment assistance, closing cost grant, whatever, why not?
Okay.
Use it.
Instead of just going to a
That could be house number 2.
Okay. That's what.
Leverage.
I didn't know
Leverage.
if I should proceed with that or start with.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Take advantage for there's no more money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I'm just walking away. I think I only have to pay $3,000.
Yeah. Do that tomorrow.
Okay. If I can find a house.
You'll find it if you're really
Seattle is
looking.
like-
It's crazy, but don't
crazy.
don't be emotional about it. Remember,
I'm
it's
learning.
it's
I'm
business.
learning that.
I can
Yes.
tell.
Yes.
It's business.
Yes.
Take the emotions out of it. This is not your forever home.
Right.
You need to know the numbers, rental income potential, demographics of the neighborhood.
Right.
What's the redevelopment of the area? You know what I'm saying? What's selling in the area? Like, that's all you need to care about. And
It's Seattle, so it will always be.
it's going to be Seattle. So then you also have to look at, like, all right, can you afford the payment while you're there? You know what I'm saying? And take it from there.
Yeah, because they fix the payment. So while you're in there, they fix it so that it's income based and everything in the system.
But that's what
no
I'm
matter
saying.
what.
So, like, if it's affordable, you can afford it, because we can all have plans, but life happens.
Yeah.
Make sure you can afford it. You have your reserves now. You can save up and then get to the next house and use FHA.
But it looks like a lien on your house.
It
though.
will,
Is
but
that
who cares?
Okay.
Taxes have a lien on your property too. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
So your property taxes are a lien before your mortgage.
Right.
So
Okay.
it don't hurt you, you know?
Okay.
All right?
Well, thank you.
No problem. Thank you. I appreciate
I
it.
live in a condo, but I just used my first-time homeowners buyer program.
Was it an FHA loan
Um,
or a conventional loan?
I believe conventional.
Then you can use FHA. As long as the next one's gonna be your primary residence, and you'll be fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So FHA is not just for
And
first-time
I've
home
heard your
buyers.
podcast before too, by the way.
Thank you. Which one?
I believe it was you spoke with
Earn Your
you went to
Leisure?
Atlanta. Earn Your Leisure.
Earn Your Leisure one? Yeah. So those shout out to Earn Your Leisure. Those are my
yeah,
guys.
yeah, I do. I
Great
love
information.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But if you're doing, and most people think FHA is only for first-time home buyers. FHA is for anybody, as long as you're looking to live in the property.
Well, what's the percentage?
3.5%.
Are you serious?
Positive.
This whole time I've been thinking in my mind I got to put that 25%.
Most people think that because you own multiple properties. It's not the case. You can do 3.5% down. As long as that condo is FHA approved condominium, then you're fine.
And I don't have to live in there?
You have to live in there for 1 year.
What if I already bought another property and I'm saying that's my primary residence?
Then that's something you got to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Because if you already closed in something that's primary, right, conventional loan, but now you're saying you want to buy this condo and you're going to live there, then did you meet the owner occupancy requirements for that loan? But people change homes all the time. So if you just bought something, you can say, hey, I didn't want this
I had to
one.
live there for 6 months though, on the other property.
How long have you been there?
I don't even live there. Well, I mean.
I get it. I get it.
Right.
Next one, it's your primary residence, FHA.
So I got to wait 6 months to do do that? Or?
Nah, you can go there right now if you wanted
It's
to.
a real estate.
Uh-huh.
I own a home
Okay.
and I'm renting it out right now. But my thing is, I had my tenant wasn't paying the alarm, and it went on my credit. Now we paid it off and everything, but it dropped my score down for like it looked like over 100 points.
Wow.
So this happened back in July, and we've been paying it since then. I've been paying it, doing an auto draft on it, and
July of 2019?
yes.
Okay.
And as of today, now the score has
Increased. Okay.
But it's still not where I think it could have been if that would have never happened.
What's your scores right now?
It's close. It's in the sevens.
Okay.
Like
Right
early
now?
Sevens, yeah.
Yeah, so you good.
But if I want to get it into the eights, do
For-
I need to get that back? Do I have to get that off? Like, I've been arguing with the alarm company over it, and they're like, well, you know, since I was the homeowner.
You're responsible, yeah.
Right. So,
Let me ask you this. What are your real estate goals?
well, I want a multifamily.
Okay.
I want to invest in multifamily.
So whether you have a 700 credit score or 800 credit score, you're still going to get the same terms on investment properties. So I understand that you want to get it to the 800s,
Right.
but for real estate, you really don't need it for 800s. I mean, if you're buying straight investment properties, 620, 640 minimum credit score is what you need, and you're well above that already.
Right.
So it's just a matter of you now executing. Yeah, because I mean, look, there's nothing you can do about it. It was your responsibility. They didn't pay.
Right.
You now paying. Over time, it will go and continue to rise. Like if you went from 800 to 500, then I will be a little bit more concerned. But just going 100 points
Yeah.
to be in the low sevens, over time, it'll start going back up.
So now my current house is a FHA. I don't live there anymore. I've had it for 3 years. But I think it makes sense for me to go into conventional. Should I do that first or just focus on my investing with the
I would
multifamily?
probably refinance out of the FHA because you don't live there. It's a rental property.
Right.
Now, I would probably refinance out of FHA, go into a conventional on that investment property, right? You'll have a little bit of a higher rate, so we got to look at the numbers to see if this strategy will make sense, but I'm just freestyling this, right? So now, once you refinance out of that one, now you can go use that example and buy a primary residence.
Use that money to get the multifamily.
Exactly, and go FHA and put 3.5, and now that's your new primary residence for at least 1 year.
I like that. Yeah.
And then now you can start off and kind of repeat that cycle because now you already have this, but you got to take that house out of FHA and put it into conventional.
Okay.
That's the main key to me. So we can look at the numbers. You have
Yeah.
my information?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, just shoot me a DM and then we can get on the call.
Right.
When I get back to New York tomorrow, we can discuss everything and come up with a game plan. You have a realtor in Atlanta?
I actually just got my real estate license.
Get money. Get money.
Time, bro.
What's going on,
How you
brother?
doing, I have a question. You know, tax season is starting now soon, so I know to qualify for your mortgage, right? Let's
Yeah.
say, like, what's my income got to be? Like,
You self-employed?
self-employed, 1099,
So if you're 1099, you've been doing it for 2 years?
2 years.
So I'm going to look at your net income, not your gross. So if you made $1 million, but after all your expenses you show 10K, then that's what I'm going to use. So in order for me to tell you what to qualify for, I really would need to know what you're on your credit report and know what you're trying to buy. So then I can work my way backwards from there and kind of figure out, all right, your income has to be X, Y, and Z if you want to get ABC. You know what I mean?
Right, because I can play with one. Because, for example, I do other things on the side.
Exactly.
So I don't really report that.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about maybe making it even a little higher.
And that,
Just to, you know what I'm saying?
and that may be the case, but also if we buy a multifamily, then you can use rental income too. So you know what I mean? We
I
can
don't really
use
gotta go too in with them. Like,
exactly
Just say right. Let me just throw you numbers. It was 102.
102,000.
102.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's say I gotta say I can still play with that. I was thinking about doing 90 or maybe like 80. Not too
What are you
much,
trying to buy?
Jersey, at least a multi-family, like a 3 or 4 family.
400,000 somewhere around
something
there.
like that.
Yeah. So you
Work
could.
with that, like work with
How much do you have on your credit? Like, what do you pay monthly with car loans, student
car
loans?
loans. So
What about credit cards?
I got credit cards.
How much are your minimum payments?
My minimum payment, I'll be paying a stack 2, 3.
So,
I got right now in credit line. I got like a 20K, 20K, like 20.
so you pay
25K
between
credit
1
line.
to 2K a month.
Yeah.
So if you probably found like 90 plus we use rental income, you could probably get approved. You should be
Even
all
though
right.
my last year was lower.
Yeah, we're gonna
That's
do
what
it.
I was thinking. I was thinking about doing this on higher since last year was a little
averages
lower.
out because we do
Exactly.
2-year average plus the rental income. But if you do 90 there, what was the year before?
Last, it was more, but it was like 80, but you know,
Okay.
I did like maybe 30, 35. Something
That's
like
not bad. So you'll probably be, a blend will probably be like 50, 60, plus we got the rental income.
So that's what
So it could,
FHA, right? So,
absolutely. What's good, King?
Patrick, nice to meet you, brother.
What's good, King?
I have a question for you, man. So, me and my wife right now, we, I looked at your stuff through him and stuff on Instagram and stuff like that.
Thank you.
And we read the Dan Ramsey book, like the Total Money Maker, and I saw you guys were going to your little thing back and forth too.
Yeah.
But what we did, we were staying in Chandler, like we live in Arizona, and we're staying out in Chandler, super expensive in the area. We're paying like, $1,300, $1,400 for rent. And, my wife and stuff like that, we had about $60,000 to $70,000 in debt. And we're like, okay. We had a baby and stuff like that. We're 27, 26 years old. But like, we want to buy a house, our first home.
Okay.
So we're like, hey, we're not going to go out and buy a house, add on $30,000, $40,000, in debt. So how are we going to pay off our debt if we add that on? So we decided to move to a much cheaper spot, stuff like that. So now we're in the process now where we're 100% debt free now. We paid off that $67,000.
How long did it take you?
It took us about a year.
Okay.
About a year to pay it out. We have really good jobs and stuff like that.
Okay.
And we make sure that we're really sticking to our debt and income ratio, paying shit down. My question for you is, now that we are married, what's the best option for us as far as getting the best home for us, or as far as going through, what he was saying, as far as purchasing a home through, the actual resale, that actual market, or should we do, the FHA 203K to where you can actually buy a house that's much cheaper?
I would say it depends on you guys and your tolerance, right? So everything's unique. We all got different fingerprints.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So every loan is a tool. So what works for you may not work for you, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So just use whatever tool that's available for what your tolerance is for you and your wife. So if rehab is the route that you guys are comfortable with,
I want to get something that looks the part, but it's not, $15, $16, $17, $2,000 a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as the mortgage
yeah,
payment.
you want to get something below your means.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And if you
even
usually,
if you can afford it, but I still want to get something to where
you want to be below. You don't want your DTI to be crazy.
Exactly.
So I would say a 203K is probably a good solution for you. Buy something undervalued. That way you can put your money into it, fix it up the way you and your wife will like it. Still do 3.5% down payment. Still get a great interest rate with FHA, and then boom, take it from there.
My question is, me and my fiance, like June 25th, that check went out of debt.
Okay.
Out of credit card debt. Only that she has 2 loans, I don't.
Okay.
I play football at the University of Arizona.
Okay.
Free scholarship. So my question is, when should I try to get pre-approved? I don't want to get pre-approved until the debt is paid.
Okay.
Is that the wrong mentality?
Well, let me ask you this. The question should be is, when do you want to purchase your home?
So we had a fast move from Dallas to Phoenix this past December. I don't want to keep renting. Our lease is up in December. We pay $1,600 a month.
Okay.
I feel like I can get an investment property, like I want like a multi-unit.
Okay.
Where like we live in one and then
Rent out the other ones.
So my thing is like, I want to do it before. If I can get in there by December or January
Of 2021.
Right.
So
December of this year or January of 2020.
So close by December.
Right.
So we're gonna say 2020, right? So look, 2020, you need to start your process September, because your pre-approval letter is good for 4 months.
Okay.
Right? So if you start within September, that gives you enough time to meet your goal. Now, when we run credit, if it expires, then we have to rerun credit again. So you want to make sure that you and your fiance is lined up to meet that goal once you're ready to get pre-approved. Because you don't want to get pre-approved and then it's like, all right.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you get it now, well, how's that really going to benefit you? Unless you know, like, hey, I want to know what my situation is. I'm a little hurt in this area. Like, because you know. Like, everybody knows their personal. You know what I'm saying? So if you know you feel like you want a checkup, so to speak, then we can just do a checkup, kind of peruse over what you got going on, and then from there I can tell you exactly what to do. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Wendy?
Whitney.
Nice to meet you.
My wife and I just moved here from Atlanta.
Okay.
Like 8 months ago, and we bought a house, like, owner finance.
Okay.
We want to get refinance out of it, like cash out refinance. And they were like, oh, you have to do like a year before they'll say you really were paying, each month.
No, I mean, not necessarily true. You still have to, if you want to use the market value of the property, then you have to wait 12 months to use market value. If you use under 12 months, then we're gonna use the value that you paid for the house.
Okay.
So if you want to really, take advantage of the equity increasing, I would probably wait the 12 months. When did you close on the house?
May 1st of last year.
Oh, you're right around the corner then.
Yeah.
So you can probably start the loan process probably like April,
Okay.
and then we could close, May 2nd.
Because the goal is we bought this one. We're still going to do investment homes in Atlanta.
Okay.
And the guy that we bought the house from here, he came back and saw it and was like, oh, y'all did great. I'll private money you. So whatever you guys need,
Dope.
let us know. So
I
I'm
like
all right,
that.
cool. So we're trying to get properties for him, and he keeps calling like, when are y'all going to be able to, do this?
Yeah.
And we're trying to find properties now.
Take my number. Let's definitely continue this conversation because it's your situation is a little more complex than probably a lot of other people here. So let's really talk about
some type of property. I got a house I'm looking at not too far from here.
Okay, and you from Vegas?
From LA.
From LA.
Vegas in March, so I live here now.
Nice.
So both for me, I'm paying $4,500 in rent in Vegas. It's a big house because I take care of my family.
Okay.
But I need to get something for me. So paying rent is stupid.
Yeah.
And then I want to start acquiring more properties. My dad's willing to help out where it makes sense if it's for my primary house.
Okay.
There's some questions there on. He's already got a home in LA. It's got equity. He's a veteran. If they're veteran loans, I don't think so because I think it's like a first-time home buyer.
Nah, primary residence. So VA loans is for your primary residence. So this could be his third house. It doesn't matter. The main thing is he going to live in a new home that he's buying?
This is the stuff we need to work through. So we need someone like you that can consult both of us, look at both of our situations. My
Absolutely.
Income, my credit, his income, his credit. Tell us what's to make sense because also for me, I want to buy more. So it's like, okay, do I get this one with my dad? First one, let him put it under his name.
Yeah.
Do some type of transfer or quick quote or whatever it's called later.
That's why we definitely do the checkup. So that way I can tell you guys, and I'll give you a financial blueprint of how, based off of your real estate goals, what do you have to do from deal 1 so that way it doesn't hurt deal 4 and deal 4 doesn't hurt deal 10. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm looking for it.
All right, bro.
Let's get to work. So
I'm just trying to get some properties, obviously. My credit's good. Got a few money in the bank. Trying to move forward. Do I see you?
Yeah, let's get you pre-approved. You know what I'm saying? So that will be me. That's your first step. You want to know what you can get approved for, what you can't get approved for, like what is out there for you based off of your real estate goals. So once I give you like that financial checkup, then I'll be able to put together a blueprint and let you know, all right, how the first deal will help deal number 4 and how deal number 4 can help deal number 10. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'll give you the blueprint, bro.
And you got all the realtors and all that shit.
Whatever you need. Whatever you need.
So you're the man I need to.
Whatever you need, bro. How you? Cliff, nice to meet you, bro. Everything good?
Yeah, everything good, man. Just me and my team, we trying to get started a little bit. So I'm just trying to figure out how, I got all the information, but how do you really take some of the steps? I mean, I know we haven't started a true business yet.
Okay.
But I know you was talking about, the personal credit goes into also the business side of it. So how do we go about, making sure all that's cool?
I mean, the first thing I would say is get pre-approved. You know what I'm saying? Start looking in, speak to someone like myself or someone locally if you want to use someone locally, and just understand your finances, understand what's out there based off of your real estate goals. Once you do that, then now you have a better idea of how you have to execute. And then you just take it from there.
So just kind of go out there and see if we can get
All right, bro. Stay up, fellas. Stay up, man. Good meeting y'all.
See if we can get pre-approved and then just
just take it from there and then execute.
I appreciate it, man.
So bro. So look, man, seminar's over. We wrapping up. A lot of Q&A, man. A lot of gems will drop. Another successful sold-out event for, from start to flip. Shout out to Envy, Caesar, the whole crew. We out here educating that scale, man. So stay tuned for the next cities. We'll be seeing you very soon.
It's the mortgage king, we do it truly, bro. Dropping gems like a thief up in the jury cell. Wealth building equity in real estate, the mission. Collaboration is greater than competition.